I was watching something last night about this woman getting arrested. She was telling, you know, the officers of how she was like, trafficking and everything, that her life was in danger, and this other woman's life that's in danger. This is the thing. You can't control everything that's going on. You wish that you could help people, but you can't help everybody. Because then you get caught up in a situation and shit. But it doesn't mean that they don't deserve to be heard. We should listen to them instead of judging and shit. Talking about, oh, what if she lying? No, bro, fuck that. No. Because there's a lot of women out here that's been abused. And there's a lot of men out here that's been abused. They go hand in hand. So, what I don't like is that people be like, oh, she put herself in that situation. How the fuck you know she put herself in that situation? How you know that for a fact? Because if your mom was going through it, or your aunties was going through it, you would get what she's coming from. And you would care. But since you don't got people around you that's not going through this shit like human trafficking and everything and what they doing to these women, if you understood that and everything, and you had people around you going through it, you would care. So don't think people around you can't go through that shit. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. But I got a problem with that shit. I do. Why the fuck you trying to take somebody's life? You saying you go take their life if they don't do this and they don't do that. And then they end up being fucked up after you done with them. And then people be talking about, oh, she put herself in that mess. No, bro, no. It's a lot of people that went through trauma and all this other bullshit. And it's going to be hard for them to ever heal from that. And just because they did heal from that, don't mean it don't come back to them. It don't come back to their mind. There's people out here that's fucked up, bro. Over them being in a situation that they didn't even get themselves in that situation. They might end up meeting a dude on a dating app and trust him, and he was a cool guy, and then they met up somewhere, and then the guy took her to the woods or some shit, beat her to death, and did something to her. And then after that, she never been the same. We should care about that shit, bro. Because when I hear about shit like that, that tells me that, bro, the world, we don't deserve to live on this earth. We don't. We don't. You know, it sucks that it got to go on all of us because at the end of the day,